Hope we're all doing well.
So lovely to be here, and such a beautiful setting, folks. Thank you so much for coming out. This is our final show of 2022, and no better, more beautiful place to play it than right here in this gorgeous, gorgeous church. And we're here celebrating. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary of Byrne and Kelly. This is 10 years we've been doing this, and it's a special tour. It is a special tour.
It certainly is. It's been great, you know, and today we're going to be playing songs up through those 10 years and a couple of new songs as well thrown in there. So we're looking forward to sharing it all with you. It's been great. The last 2 weeks have been super. We've got great crowds, you know, everywhere we've gone. It's been a lovely experience. Great being here today, and it's like we were saying earlier, you can't call this place a venue. It's too precious, you know, it's too special to call it a venue, you know. It's just wonderful to be here. What a beautiful building, it really is.
And do you remember when you were a kid and your mum and dad used to say always, sing up in church, sing up in church. So we're asking you to sing up in church today like good children and joining us in every song, and that's the way to do it, folks. And we're going to celebrate 10 years.
Walking around, commit to the sound, forget all your doubts, feel the air.
just warming up the vocals today, you know. No better place to sing along with us, you know, it's beautiful. Well guys, we're going to sing a song like the last one from our very first album. Start at the beginning, you know. The album was called Acoustically Irish, and yeah, we're going back, I'd say we recorded this about 9 years ago, and this song was a song that we love to play all the time. We said we definitely have to record this one. It's a special song at home that you hear many different versions of it, and we wanted to record our own version of this one, and yeah, we've been playing it ever since, you know. This is
it's one of those songs. It's one of those songs that I think you do hear sung a lot in like an Irish pub, and everyone will sing along with the chorus. And you know, whether it's an Irish pub or a church in Columbia, South Carolina, I think it's all the same, and you will sing along just as well as those guys do in the Irish pub. This is Back Home in Derry.
In 1903, we sailed out to sea, up from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound, if we didn't all drown, and the marks of our feathers we carry. In rusty old chains, we cried for winds, and our good wives we left there in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses we heard at the English and the thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the fire bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Oh, down you scream, walking out of a dream, by a vision of the poor Robert dying. Summer was cool as we dished out a brew, down O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay, how many will reach their receiver? Whoa, 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 I wish I was back home in Derry. Whoa, 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 I wish I was back home in Derry. We cast and hand as our bow falls swell, a ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls on the haze by twilight. Like weeks out at sea, we were now 43. Our comrades we buried each morning. In our own slime we were lost in a time, endless lights without time. Whoa, 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 I wish I was back home in Derry. Whoa, 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 I wish I was back home in Derry. Finally, this land is a hell for a man to live out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw and the gun makes the law. Neither wind nor rain can separate me. 20 years have passed on, and I've ended my bonds. My comrades go and slide behind me. die the same. On the cold of night will find me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wish I was back home in Derry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wish I was back home in Derry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wish I was back home in Derry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, folks, this next song is a song that is, I suppose, very well known at home, that especially in the summertime. And the summertime is very short in Ireland, unfortunately, yes. So the radio stations blast it out, you know, when they get the chance.
Those 2 days.
It is those 2 days. Oh, let's dig that song out. Let's dig that song out. And it's a song written and recorded by a band called the Hot House Flowers. I think it was when we started playing together way back when, and we put it in the set. We had a right mix in the set. It was kind of like, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? What do you
It
know?
was pretty eclectic back then, wasn't it?
It certainly was, yeah. The wardrobe was as well, but we won't get into that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But we always really enjoyed this song, and eventually got to record it as well. I mean,
Yeah. And it's one of those, like, as Neil says, I was thinking of it as a sort of a festival song, and it's a real feel-good song. But, you know, you can feel very good in the church as well, that's for sure, and you can celebrate anywhere, and that's the beauty of this. And so this is our wee bit of a Irish rock pop inserted into the Byrne and Kelly set, and it's a song we've always loved playing, and it's only fitting to play it on our 10-year anniversary set.
yep,
Bit of Don't Go.
sure.
There's a smell of fresh cut grass, it's filling up my city. Sun is shining on the blossoms on the avenue. There's a buzzing flying over the blue lands and the paintings. There's a lot more love left in this world. Don't go, don't leave me now, now, now. While the sun it smiles, stick around, laugh a while, yeah. Sandy beaches and my toes, summers in the water feels good. Children playing building castles on the shoreline, hanging out with love. Oh, it feels so fine. Don't go, don't leave me now, now, now. While the sun is smiles, stick around, laugh a while, yeah. Sun is shining on the other side of the bridges as the cars go by, the smiling at the windows. There's a black cat line, shadow giggle. Black cat tells me that love is on his way. There's a black cat lying in the shadow gatepost. Black cat tells me that love is on his way. Don't go, don't leave me now, now, now. While the sun is smiling, stick around, laugh a while, yeah.
thank you so much. We always say that's a song and it's also a plea as well. Please don't go. And no one has left the church, so that's good so far anyway. So that's it's early days, we know. But dear folks, you know, when we talk about 10 years and sort of a reflection and go back over our favourite songs, but it also gives us an opportunity to play some new songs too. And we've always been, I think, as songwriters, Neil and Peter and Nicole as well, who's been very much part of our songwriting, reflecting on our own country and our own lives. We always said it's always, I think the best songs are when you write about stuff you know about or you've got a connection with. And this song, the next song, is very much a big connection in Neil's life and Neil's family history.
Yeah, Ryan, we, I suppose some of you might have seen during those 2 years of pandemic that we don't like to talk about too much, but Celtic Thunder, we did the home series, and it was basically, you know, documentaries that we filmed and put out every 2 months, and it was really enjoyable. One of the subjects was Ancestry, and it was really, really great, just going back all those centuries and speaking about all the names of these people that basically have been forgotten about, you know, names that I know my family had never heard of before. And it was just wonderful to speak of their names again, find out about them, what they did, and, you know, about their lives. And I just feel it like now it's the same as ourselves. We're here, we start here and we end here, you know, we all do, you know, so that's what happened to basically all our people that went before us. So it's lovely to kind of celebrate their lives too, you know. With the Ancestry, I remember I was filming up in a place called Glencullen, where all my folks were from for over 200 years or more. And I found out that there were all stone cutters, granite stone cutters up in the mountains, you know. And it was a strange thing, because while I went up there, I was looking for a certain place there called the Two Rock Hill, where there's a quarry at the top of it with all the granite there. And I bumped into a few guys up there and I was asking them where the Two Rock Hill was. And they had told me that their family were around that area for over 200 years as well. And lo and behold, when we talked for a little bit more, we actually came across that we were actually second cousins, which was pretty incredible. Like, well, Glencullen is a small enough place, but I met second cousins that I never knew I had. You know, it was pretty amazing. But I wanted to write a song through the eyes of one of my ancestors walking up those hills every day and up onto the Two Rock Mountain to cut granite for over 2 centuries. And yeah, this song, this is called 200 Years.
Well, the morning light comes around real soon, with the rising sun over Valley Road. I'll take the path as I do each morn, under gentle pines for the hills I roam. These western gales give these mountains chill. Can't feel my hands, yet feel the wind. For I must go where the stone is pale, to the highest point unto Rock Hill. with ring and furs. His hot yellow belts, better known as gold. My mind tarries, my eyes set. Oh, the clear blue waters cross these landsteps.
Do you know, I suppose, folks, we reflect over 10 years that, we've been together as Byrne and Kelly, but of course, 16, 17 years we've been, together with Celtic Thunder as well. Of course, we've played in this area many times as Celtic Thunder. We wore the skirts here, kilts, as some people call them. But, in those times, there's been so many amazing stories and amazing times we've had, and it's always so good to reflect on those. And but it's only natural that of course we think of people we've lost along the way as well, and we often think of people who have been to Byrne and Kelly shows over the years who are no longer sadly are no longer with us, and it's always a celebration of them, I think, as well, and no better place to come and celebrate people's lives as in a church like this. And I often say it's not just this side of the microphones that we've lost people this side as well. And of course, I think we think of our good friend Big George Donaldson, of course, from Celtic Thunder, who we sadly lost way too early in his life. And when we were putting this together, Neil and myself said, it would be remiss not to, I think of Big George and anyone else, I suppose, who we are missing today, and sing one of his songs that he made famous, I guess, I think.
Yes, he did.
Certainly in our lives.
That's right. And it's a song, an up-tempo song it was recorded as, and with Celtic Thunder, we recorded it in It's Entertainment in that show, and we brass and everything on it, and it was great. It was great fun, great energy. People really enjoyed it in the crowd, But George absolutely loved it every night going out, you know. But we talked about it, and there's a lovely sentiment behind the song that sometimes can be missed because it's such an up-tempo poppy song, you know. But so we decided to strip it right back to its bare bones and you know, expose the lovely songwriting that is behind that song, and the lyrical content is really, really good. So we're going to play it for you now. This is called Life With You.
Since I met you, I'm distraught. Wandered in, now I'm caught. I never thought I would see someone so truly good. Someone who's so everything I'm not. Wanna spend my life with you. Don't wanna live all alone. I can see it's not perfect, then it's not. But
Thank you. Well, folks, you know, not only is this a very, very special day because it's our last show, we're here with you guys, and we've had a wonderful tour. There is a birthday boy in the house. Yes, indeed. It's this fella here. We want 21 people to line up for 21 kisses because his
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. I said 21 people.
I'll come to you.
So, yeah.
And then we put another 22 on the other side.
Yeah.
To make it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much, folks. Thank you.
This is one of his favourite songs, so we let Ryan introduce this one. I don't mean let you. It sounds all wrong.
No, this is, yeah, I mean, if we're going to think of songs that we've written over the years, this song, I suppose, when we were writing the songs for Echoes, which is, and for anyone who just knows, it was our originals album, and I guess it was a special time to write, and we sort of, you know, Peter, Nicole, Neil and myself got into this house in the middle of County Cavan, in the wilds of County Cavan, which is a rough area. That's where Peter's from. No, it's a beautiful place, but we all went there saying, we know we're going to write something, we don't know what it's about, or it's going to be any good, or anyone's going to like it, or anything, and we started to write stories, a lot of stories, a lot of songs, and one of the stories that we always come back to is the story of the Rag and Bone Men, and these guys who used to walk the streets of Dublin in the turn of the century, early 1900s and further on, and sell their wares from the back of horse and carts. And I think it was just the idea of these mystique of these guys who would come and knock on your door every maybe 2 weeks or so and they have all their wares there, and then they disappear again, and you wouldn't see them again for God knows when, and they come again, and it was just a whole thing of like not knowing where they're from and, you know, what their background was. So the beauty of being songwriters is that you can just make up where they're from and what they're doing and build a life story around them, and that's exactly what we did about our ragman and his love life and where it all goes and where it happens, and it's a story we love telling, and we're going to tell it today, right now. Traipsing round the liberties, sacks hung on his shoulders, sickened hand holds in both knees. Children run and meet him like a circus passing by. Mothers stand and greet him, hoping they can catch his eye. She can't tell what it was to make her want to give her heart. She knew her future stood right there with a man with a horse and cart. Her family would disown her, she'll be left there on her own. Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes the man with the rag and bone. Ragman. They say he joined the Navy at the age of 17. There's nowhere on this planet that man has never been. He's had his way with women from all corners of the land, and now he chose this Dublin girl by offering his hand. She gave up everything she had to follow him around.
filling bags and selling rags to try and make a pound. She'd always hope for better, her future was unknown.
Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes.
She thought he'd up and leave.
Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes.
That man with a rag and ball. Without a warning, she'd never understand. Looking back at what he did, and even if she'd known, she wouldn't change one thing about a man with a rag and ball. He was a rag man. She loved a rag and ball. She loved a rag man. She loved the rag and ball.
Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes.
Here comes a rag man. Here comes a rag and ball.
Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes.
She loved the rag man. She loved that rag and ball.
Peter Sheridan on the Hammond organ. We just wanted to put a bit of the Blues Brothers in the end there.
The Blues Brothers come to church.
Yeah, we always say with that song, we never know what's going to happen, you know. Well, we're going to carry on with the Echoes theme, our own music, and this is another song that we wrote back then. It was probably a song, I always say that it was a song that kind of wrote itself, because the whole feeling, the whole emotion was there in it kind of straight away. We were just painting that emotion with the music around it. And that was about our childhood, about us growing up in our, thank God, safe environments, and with our friends, reminiscing about that, because when you close your eyes and you think about that, you think about those good times with your friends and carefree days. And so we wanted to encapsulate that and just feel that when we play this next song. And it was a song we always love playing, isn't it? Another one that's never far from the set.
No, exactly right, that's it. Yeah, there is some songs that just have stayed, and again, when Neil and myself were thinking about, our favourite songs of the last 10 years as well, and why this is, the whole big party basically is what we want to do, a whole celebration. This is certainly always going to be, the garden was always going to be in there. And it's that idea of just, it's one of those songs that brings you back to that wee child, in your safe haven, in your garden. But the only thing that, you've no worries, the only thing that worries you is to make sure you're home in time for tea, or else your Irish mother is going to kill you. And And we've been killed a few times. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they certainly knew how to discipline. That's why we escaped over the other side of the world, you know?
We're still on the run.
Once upon a long time ago, I remember how we used to dream. In the garden we played. We were young and we were free to take a chance on what it was to be a child of this world. A boy or a girl, so innocently hiding in the shadows. We were running till the day was done. Laughing as we danced between the raindrops, we're the only ones. When we were young, when we were young. Gazing in the wildflower fields, making faces in the clouds, far away from the crowd, not knowing that the time would slip away into a place where only we could go. Within the depths of our souls, to a place where we were hiding in the shadows. We were running till the day was done. Laughing as we danced between the raindrops, we're the only ones. When we were young, when we were young. In the garden we loved, in the garden we cried, in the garden we grew, till the last of the night. Ghosts of the past, like a window through time, a window to the garden. Hiding in the shadows, we were running till the day was done. Laughing as we danced between the raindrops, we're the only ones. When we were time ago, I remember how we would dream.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, folks, we talked about Ancestry earlier on, and there was a few things, you know, unexpected things that turned up when I look back on my ancestry, and as Ryan as well, when we all done our ancestries, it was fascinating to find these things out. But I suppose if I start at the 1916 Rising, where the Irish fought the English on the streets of Dublin, and the battles went on for over 3 days until the English gained control back. They arrested over 2,500 Irish men and women and sent them to prisons across the British Isles. One of those prisons was Kilmainham Jail, where a man named John Mulvey was incarcerated. He was in one of the basement prisons that was a dark cell where all sorts of torture went on. And to this day, his words are inscribed onto the wall. "Unto this cell I bid farewell, I want to see no more. For it's many a weary hour I walked from window to the door." Sadly, John Mulvey never returned home, and his family in Glencullen never knew what had happened to him. The family I talked about earlier, when I was talking about 200 years, were the Mulveys as well. And I wrote this song in loving memory of my great-great-great-uncle, John Mulvey. This is called Farewell.
My name is John Mulvey, a wicklow man I am, but from the hills of old Glencullen as a lad. I love my home, I love my wife, my family and my peers, and for all that I stand, the freedom of my people, the wind within our sails. In the hands of the crown, I'd fight the cause, I'd weather the storm for glory to prevail. Before I bow, I'm drowned. Unto this cell I bid farewell, I wanna see no more, for it's me. To the dawn, I wanna see no more. Come early morn, the wind she'll storm, the day I'll not forget. I was one of 1,600 volunteers, and as the battles raged, we soon engaged in the streets and city halls, with our message loud and clear. The gunfire spread, wounded men, the cries of us around. Now I'm trapped within these walls and in my mind, bombarding all I do recall, the English would suppress our final frontier. Unto the cell I bid farewell, I wanna see no more, for it's many weary hour I walk from window to the door. I wanna see no more, I wanna see no more. Though I'll not repent, though I resent this dark Kilmainham jail, that weighs heavy and magnified. For I'll dream of old Glenconnan and a life that I once had. Now a fairy tale enshrined. To the sun I bid farewell. I wanna see no more. For it's many weary I walk from window to the door. I wanna see no more. I wanna see no more. To the south I bid farewell. I wanna see no more. For it's many weary I walk from window to the door. I wanna see no more. I wanna see no more. Mr. Neil Byrne, folks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, folks, we're going to speed it up a little bit now. Crank it up, as they say.
Crank it, yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
And this is a song that we play, you know, at all the festivals we play, and we recorded this song. This was also on Echoes. It was the only one cover version in Echoes. There's a good little backstory to this. It's a quirky little.
Oh yeah, quirky. Yeah, it's always interesting, I think, when you do cover songs and you know, to find out more about them. And this certainly was a song that it sounds as if it's one of those Irish songs that was written a couple of hundred years ago, but it's not. It was actually written in the 1970s, 1980s, and I learned more about it. It was funny enough. It was my dad got arrested with this big LP collection at the house, and I've got it in my house now. And there's just looking through it one day. One of the songs on it was actually this next song, "Steppin' Out Mary," and the guy who wrote the song actually was on this album. Anyway, I got to study more about it. Found out he was this man who was an Irish bricklayer who had who wrote a few songs on the sly as well as bricklaying over in London. And apparently he would take a wee tea break and take an extended tea break and write songs instead of building houses and offices and stuff. Anyway, so apparently he one day he sort of got the inspiration for "Steppin' Out Mary," and of course, as you can imagine, you don't carry a music manuscript book in your lunchbox when you're going to the Dublin site. So he grabbed the first thing he saw, and it was a cement bag, and so he ripped the piece off the cement bag and he wrote "Steppin' Out Mary" on the back of a cement bag. And that has changed our lives, the lives of Byrne and Kelly, completely, because it has been a great friend of ours. And to think that this song started off on a cement bag on a building site in London, and now it's at a beautiful church in South Carolina.
It's safe to say it gave us a very concrete foundation.
Why do I feel you got me to tell that story just so you could say that joke? Is that true?
Was that? Yeah. Well,
we like to mix it up, folks. That's what we do.
Yeah, we do. So we're going to put.
Somebody's got it. So that's a tough crowd. It's a tough.
So we're going to put a little bit of an extension on this song.
Oh, no.
All right, we better just do it. We're going to lose the crowd. Let's do it.
We are. Let's skim over that.
Steppin' out, Mary,
my fight daughter. Steppin' out, Mary, if you can.
Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. In the village of Kilgory, there's a maid so young and fair. Her eyes, they shine like diamonds, she's got long and golden hair. A horseman, he come riding after her father's gate. Adore her way, it's stallion, he come to strike the bait. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. I have come to go to your daughter, hey, the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver, I have goods beyond compare. I will buy her silk and satin, and a gold ring for her hand. She shall have a mansion, she'll have servants to command. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. I don't want your gold and silver, I don't want your house and land. I'm going with a soldier, I have promised in my hand. But the father spoke up sharply, he said, do as I command. You'll get married here on Sunday and to wear that wedding band. So step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, show your leg to the countryman. Stream flowing by. On a wedding day at midnight, she drowned a soldier boy. In the cottage there is music, you can hear her father say, Mary, my fine daughter, such a wedding day. I usually throw it, but it's an altar. You can't throw stuff in it. You just leave it sit there. When you ride into the night, how would it trace behind? When you claw along my guts, one last time, I tend to face an empty space where you used to lie. Look for the spark, lights the night through a teardrop in my eye. Right up, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right up, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to.
Hey folks, let's hear you.
Right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to.
Beautiful. Let's keep it going.
Right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on. See you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth of fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king and Mosey, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. It's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not someone who has seen the light, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, this next song, folks, is a song I do like to tell a little story about. And back in the town that I grew up in, Bray in County Wicklow, my dad also grew up there. And there's a little pub along the seafront called the Dug Inn. Well, it used to be called the Dug Inn. And it was a popular pub for bands and all to play in. And these bands would play songs that we'd call crowd pleasers, you know, as in the people in the pub would know these songs, you know, so you don't want to divert from that too much, especially when you get a few bowsies that are drinking a lot, you know what I mean? So it was a good idea to have a good relationship with the crowd, you know. Well, there was this young band that came in, and it was one of their first gigs, and they decided, you know, to play their own music, all their own music, which was unknown. That's a hard sell to that crowd in the Dug Inn. And but they were brave, and they did it. They went on and they played their own music, and they were booed off the stage. Unfortunately, it's a true story. But the good part of it is they got the last laugh because they went on to be the biggest band in the world. And that was U2. And it was only something else that I realised yesterday. Just across from where that pub is, across the road and down, I'd say 100 yards, there's a big house that looks like a lighthouse, and it has glass 360 in it. It's a fabulous place. It was, you know, it was something very, very different, and it would basically be someone that owned that house would be a very, very wealthy person, you know. And of course, it was Bono's house. So in latter years, he built that house there, and he had a bird's eye view of the Dug Inn and the people going in and out of it, you know. So he got the last laugh, you know.
It's said apparently on a dark night, you can hear as the people walking in and out of the Dug Inn, Bono booing them from the windows. But that could be just made up, I don't know. But
he was sticking his head out the window in his hands, he was going, with his money.
Making it rain. Well, you don't have to do that with money and bread, rains on you.
Touch
we have to say it's a sin to boo in the chapel, so don't be booing us. Okay? The church, I should say. So, folks, it's maybe fitting, I guess. We're talking about 10-year anniversary this year, and this year being our 10-year anniversary, and it's been the final show of the tour, and it's all sort of come together, and us celebrating our music and the music that we've loved sharing with you over the last 10 years. I think, it's the beauty. I think sharing is the key word there, and it's lovely the fact that we're lucky in our job that we're able to do this. And it's a job. I can't believe it's a job. And this is what we do for a living, to be able to come out and play these beautiful places and share this music with you. And I think it's maybe fitting today. I think on my 44th birthday. Oh, to say that. Fills me with fear, but no,
You'll get used to it.
But you know what? I it's getting the love of music back again and doing that. I went through a bit of a rough time. I must say, I don't want to do my 43rd year again, but I'm happy to do my 44th year now. And it's about finding music, and I think it's very apt that in here, without getting too evangelical about anything, but this is the place where there's God and music together, and it sums up my journey, I guess, over the last few months. And there's a few songs that you sort of hold on to, and there's one song in particular that I grasped hold of, and I'm not going to let go for a long, long time. And it's a song that I loved hearing my father, God rest him, sing, and I love just singing it right now. And no better place, no better day, no better time to sing this one. This is Carrickfergus.
I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for nights now in Ballygram. I would swim over the deepest ocean for my love to find. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim over, neither have I the wings to fly. I wish I could find a lonesome boatman to ferry me over, my love and I. My childhood days bring back sad reflection of happy times I spent so long ago. My boyhood friends and my own relations have all passed on now like the melted snow. So I'll spend my days in endless romance, soft as the grass, my bed is free. To be back now in Carrickfergus, on that long road down to the sea. But in Kilkenny, it is reported on marble stone there, as black as ink, with gold and with silver I would support her. I'll sing no more now till I get a drink. I'm drunk today, sure I'm seldom sober, handsome rover from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now, and my days are numbered. Come, all ye young men, and lay me down. I'm drunk today, sure I'm seldom sober, soft is the grass, my blood is free. To be home now, Carrickfergus, on that long road down to the sea.
Ryan Kelly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, folks, we're going to bring you on to a song that is one of the, I suppose, one of the most latest compositions that we've done. It's a song we wanted to write. We hadn't written a song about our own country of Ireland, you know. And I suppose through those 2 crazy years, we did celebrate our country a lot. We were recording a lot of film footage, so we were in all corners of Ireland. And yeah, we really discovered a lot more than we knew about our own country. And we felt that it would be really, really nice to write a song and celebrate how beautiful it is and how we feel about it ourselves. It's
Misher? I suppose it's one thing, you know, and we call it Mishara, and I think just it's Irish for I am Ireland, and it's just we sort of thought then we read it from the perspective of this lady Ireland who is just beckoning you to come and look. This is the places you can see. These are the experiences you can have if you can come and join us in Ireland. So this is, I guess, our tribute to the country that we love, and it's lovely just to you know. I think we often talk about when you write songs yourself and you're singing the songs that you've written yourself. When you're singing every word, you know where every word comes from and why it's there and what every line exactly means, and there's something very special about that. And then it's all about sharing, and people often ask us that and say, do you know, when you are writing a song, you know, do you always keep hold of it? You don't. Once the song's out there, it's gone, and you share it with everyone else, and that's the beauty of it, you know. And that's what it's the reason we do this, you know. So this is us sharing our country of Ireland with you, Michelle.
this isle of green. Yearn to be there like before.
Just close your eyes and my distant skies will welcome you back there once more.
Let the rain fall clear. Feel the waves draw near. Take a path that's deep through the mountain. This land to me will always be
Deep in my heart and my soul.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to play a song that hasn't been in the set list for a long time. And there is a reason for that, isn't there?
There is. There's a certain... Well, you know, we've shared these 10 years with so many of you guys, and it's almost like we said this tour is almost like just get the old band back together and get the family back together, and I know there's a lot of you guys who are seeing us for the first time tonight, and it's so amazing to do that as well, and see these new faces and to share our music, you know, for the first time with you guys, and it's so lovely to do that. There's some who've lasted the test of time and over 10 years, and there's one special man down there, and he's always he's kept us amused, and and he's carried our gear in and out of many shady places along the way.
Yeah,
and
we have to mention his lovely wife as well, has looked after us in a big way too. And I think this is his favourite song.
Yeah. We're going to forgive the fact that during Stepping Out Mary, he was exposing his legs in the middle of the aisle to us to show in the Stepping Out Mary style.
He was, yes, indeed. We'd get him up to singing the song, but he's a better singer than us, so we're not going to have it.
Exactly. You'll be coming to watch him.
I remember 62. I was 16 and so were you. We were living next door on the avenue. Jerry Lee was big and Elvis too. Blue jeans and blue suede shoes, and we never knew what life held in store. We just wanted to rock and roll forevermore. We were the rock and roll kids. Rock and roll was all we did. Listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine. There was once upon a time. Now we never see the rock and roll anymore.
Johnny's in love with the girl next door. Mary's down at the record store. They don't wanna be around us no more. Golden oldies, but we hardly speak.
were once like them. How I wish we could find those rock and roll days again. We were the rock and roll kids. Rock and roll was all we did. Listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine. There was once upon a time. Now we never see no rock and roll anymore. Let's hear you sing it, rock and roll kids. Come on. We were the rock and roll kids. Rock and roll was all we did. Listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine. There was once upon a time. Now we never see no rock and roll. We just never seem to rock and roll. No, we never seem to rock and roll anymore.
Thank you, Mo.
Well, from there we're approaching the end of our evening, our musical evening. You know, listen, it's not the end of the night because there's plenty of discos around. Just get back to it.
You're not allowed to talk about discos in church. You're not allowed to.
No, all joking aside, we this next song, folks, is one of our favourites in the set now. It's the most recent addition, and it's a song that is it's part of the furniture basically back in Dublin. It's all about Dublin, and it's about Dublin in the rare old times when, you know, it's written through the eyes of a man that lived back in an older generation and sees how Dublin is changing in character, getting so modern and all, you know, and but he loves the old Dublin in the rare old times, you know. It's a song that is sung out of every kind of pub at the end of the night, at the end of a wedding, any gatherings and stuff like that. It's just a song that's very, very much loved, isn't it?
It's one of those ones, isn't it, that it's got such a beautiful chorus, and as Neil says, I think for years, you know, I guess we've always known the song, and it's that, you know, everyone sings the chorus, but behind it, I think it's only recently we realised just this heartbreaking tale in the verses of this man who, as Neil says, you know, everything's moving too fast for him, and these big, you know, his city of Dublin, all these big buildings are getting up and being built so quick, and he just wants to go back to the way it used to be, you know, and back to that time of Dublin in the rare old times. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of now, the passing tales and glories. There once was Dublin town, the hollowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes. That once was Dublin city in the railroad time. City in the railroad time.
times. My name is Sharon Dempsey, as Dublin as can be. Born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy. Like my house, it fell to progress, my trade to memory. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the railroad time. Fare thee well, sweet Anne Olivia, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages that spring up along the quay. My mind still full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the railroad time. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the railroad time.
Let's hear you come.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the railroad times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the railroad times. I remember Dublin city in the railroad times.
Thank you.
Well, folks, as Neil says, yes, this is. We've come to the final songs of 2022 of this gig and of our tours, and it's, as I say, we couldn't have picked a better place to finish this year. This has been incredible, and of course, it's down to a few people that we have to thank. First of all, everyone associated with Ebenezer and this beautiful, beautiful church, the clergy down there, thank you for having us three Irishmen come and take over your church. And thank you, it's so beautiful to do it again, and thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate that. Thank
Yes,
you, guys.
and also all the people that helped us through the tour as well. There's so many helpers and people that looked after us. We did some house concerts and private concerts along the way, you know, and everybody was just so kind and treated us like kings. It was amazing, you know, just absolutely wonderful.
It's the Byrne and Kelly family, isn't it? And of course, especially tonight, Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Caroline for helping as well. Thank you so much. It's a big task. Lisa takes it on, and she's done it before, and she does it, and it's amazing. And thank you for the lady who helped us with our merchandise, and we're to come and see some of you and say our farewells in a meet and greet after these few songs. You didn't just see Byrne and Kelly on tonight or on this tour we have been so blessed over the years to be joined by the amazing Peter Sheridan, folks. We want to...
So Peter's going to play another 2 hours for you?
He just doesn't realise that himself. Peter's going to be here to play the church organ every Sunday. Just speak to him and he'll play it every Sunday.
Well, we're going to leave you with this one.
Yes.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Folks, we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for coming out, and God bless you all.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet Dover port. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. It was a wonderful craft, she was ready for that. I know how the wild winds drove her. She sailed 7 knots, she had 27 knots, and they called her the Irish Rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and the ship lost its way in the fog. And the whole of the crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's own dog. And the ship had a rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The bulkhead had turned right over, turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was found like the last of the Irish Rover. Cambridge town, County Down, one morning last July. Number 43, sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet with the sheen of her dark brown hair. She called it out, so I shook myself, see I was really there. From Pantry Bay up to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No name I've seen in the fair Colleen when I met in the county town. As she onwards went to a snatch me head on the hook with a feeling queer. And he said, "Tis I to a mastermind who's the name with an unknown hair." He smiled at me and he said, "Tis he, she's the gem of Byron's crown. Young road to the town, from the banks of the bank, she's a star of the county town." From Pantry Bay up to Derry Cay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen in fair Colleen that I met in the county town. From Pantry Bay up to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen in fair Colleen that I met in the county town. There and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for lovely ride. In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls in June to grieve and broken hearted, saluted father dear. Kissed me dad and mother, drank a pint of beer. The grieving tears was smothered enough to reap the corn. Reap where I was born, not the stuff I thought to banish motion problems, but a pair of bronze, right in all the box, right in all the dots. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up there and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for lolly ride. In Dublin next to ride, they call the township to be so soon we tried the view and that fancy, so then I took the snow. All among the quality we bundled it was snow. In the big locality, something close behind, and I looked behind, no wonder could I find. On me stick the one inquiring for the road, they said we're gonna go, mustn't let you know. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up there and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for lovely ride. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool, could no longer stand it. The blood began to boil, deeper I was losing more on air and file. They began a fishing day. Galway boys were fine. So I was a hobbit with the lad were enjoying the affair. Quickly paved the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up there and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for lolly ride. Up there and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for lolly ride.
See you all soon, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.